She's into you, but she'll never admit it. Instead, she'll drop subtle hints, sending secret signals that only the sharpest men will catch. If you've ever wondered whether that special woman in your life has hidden feelings for you, watch closely. Here are 15 undeniable signs she's secretly falling for you. She always finds an excuse to be around you. Whether it's lingering after a conversation, showing up where she knows you'll be, or suddenly needing your help with the smallest things, she's creating opportunities to spend time with you without making it obvious. This isn't a coincidence. Women are deliberate when it comes to the people they want in their space. If she consistently places herself within your reach, she's drawn to you. The more excuses she finds, the more interested she is. Her body language betrays her. Words can be controlled, but the body speaks a different language, one that is much harder to suppress. She leans in when you talk, even in a crowded room. Her feet are pointed toward you, her body fully engaged, as if she's unconsciously drawn toward your presence. Eye contact lingers a little too long, her pupils slightly dilated. When she speaks, she touches her neck, plays with a strand of hair, or lightly touches her lips. These small, unconscious gestures aren't random. They reveal nervous excitement, a suppressed attraction she may not want to admit. She fidgets more around you. If she's nervous, she won't be able to sit still. She might play with a ring on her finger, tap her nails against a surface, adjust her clothing repeatedly, or run her hands through her hair more than usual. If she's holding something, a pen, a straw, her phone, she will likely start fiddling with it absent-mindedly. This is not boredom. It's her body working through the excitement of being near you. Nervous energy manifests physically, and the more she does it, the more obvious it becomes. Her voice changes when she talks to you. Pay attention to how she sounds when speaking to others versus when she speaks to you. A woman who is attracted to you will subconsciously adjust her tone. It might become softer, more delicate, as if she's trying to draw you in. She might slow down slightly, adding an almost seductive rhythm to her words. Or she may go the opposite way. Her voice might become higher-pitched due to nervous excitement. Whichever way it shifts, the key is inconsistency. If she sounds different when she talks to you, there's something deeper going on. She finds ways to touch you, but subtly. Some women are naturally touchy, but there's a difference between general friendliness and intentional touch. If she places a hand on your shoulder when she laughs, brushes past you when it isn't necessary, or playfully shoves you in a teasing way, she's testing boundaries. She might casually fix something on your clothing, remove lint from your shirt, or adjust your tie. Each of these is an excuse to make physical contact. Women don't touch men they aren't comfortable with, and if she's finding ways to initiate subtle touches, she's drawn to you. She teases you in a way that's different from how she treats others. Lighthearted teasing, playful sarcasm, or even small challenges. These are ways she engages with you on a level that sets you apart from everyone else. If she mocks you gently, but does so with a smile, if she rolls her eyes at your jokes but still laughs at them, she's engaged. Women don't invest energy in teasing men they have no interest in. If she enjoys sparring with you verbally, pushing your buttons in a way that remains friendly and playful, she's inviting you into her world. She finds ways to compliment you, but they're always low-key. She won't come out and say, "You're the most handsome man I've ever met," but she will say things that are just enough to make you wonder. Maybe she comments on your style. "That jacket looks really good on you," or on your voice. "You have a really nice way of speaking." If you change your haircut or grow some facial hair, she's one of the first to notice. These compliments may seem casual, but they hold weight. Women don't give them without reason, especially when they notice details that others overlook. She gets jealous, but tries to hide it. If you bring up another woman or talk to someone else in her presence, her energy shifts. Maybe she suddenly becomes quiet, loses enthusiasm, or changes the subject. She might joke about the other woman in a dismissive way or give a subtle but noticeable reaction that indicates discomfort. Even if she plays it off as nothing, pay attention to her micro-expressions. If she seems annoyed, withdrawn, or suddenly indifferent, she's feeling something she doesn't want to admit. She remembers the smallest details about you. Casual acquaintances forget things. Women who are emotionally invested, even subconsciously, remember. If she recalls something you said weeks ago, like your favorite coffee order, a random childhood story, or a preference you once mentioned in passing, she's been paying attention. She doesn't just hear your words, she absorbs them. When a woman is emotionally engaged, she locks in details that even you might forget you shared. This level of attentiveness is not random, it's a sign of emotional connection. She engages with your social media in a way that stands out. She might not spam your pictures with likes every single time, but she always seems to notice what you post. Maybe she watches your stories consistently, even if she doesn't react. If she does like your pictures, it's always the ones where you look particularly good. If she comments, it's something subtle but thoughtful. And if she suddenly likes an old post from months or even years ago, that's a massive clue. No one scrolls that far back unless they're deliberately looking at you. She subtly mirrors your actions. If you cross your arms, she does the same a few moments later. If you lean forward while speaking, she unconsciously mirrors the movement. This is not something she's doing on purpose. It's a psychological phenomenon called mirroring, and it happens when someone feels a connection. Our brains do this instinctively when we're engaged with someone we're attracted to. The next time you're with her, test this. Change your posture, adjust your position, and see if she follows. If she does, her attraction is biological. Her moods seem to be affected by yours. If you're in a bad mood, she feels it. If you're excited about something, she reflects that energy. This happens because she's emotionally attuned to you. She won't necessarily say, "I feel what you feel," but you'll notice that her demeanor shifts depending on your state. This is a deep, subconscious connection, something that happens when a woman is emotionally invested in a man's well-being. The stronger this response, the deeper her feelings. She finds excuses to text or call you. Not in a way that seems desperate, but in ways that create small, ongoing conversations. Maybe she sends you a meme that relates to an inside joke you share. Maybe she asks you something that she easily could have Googled. Maybe she comments on something you posted online, using it as a reason to start a discussion. If she consistently reaches out, even for small things, she's finding ways to keep the connection going. Women do not maintain unnecessary conversations with men they don't care about. She tests your reaction by pulling away occasionally. One moment, she's warm and engaged. The next, she's distant. This is a test. She wants to see if you notice. If she suddenly stops texting as much, doesn't initiate conversations, or seems slightly colder, she's checking to see if you'll chase. If you react and try to regain her attention, she gets the confirmation she needs that you care. If you don't, she assumes you're not interested and may pull away even further. She naturally positions herself close to you whenever possible. Whether in a group setting or a casual one-on-one, she finds ways to sit or stand near you. If you move to another spot in the room, does she eventually gravitate toward you again? If so, this is a subconscious effort to remain connected to your presence. A woman who isn't interested will keep a polite but noticeable distance. One who's drawn to you will close that space instinctively. She reacts when you show interest in someone else, even subtly. If you mention another woman in passing, even as a joke, watch her reaction. A flicker of tension, a moment of hesitation, or even an exaggerated, "Oh, really?" all signal internal conflict. She might try to act indifferent, but the shift in her energy tells you everything you need to know. She's already treating you differently from other men. Women don't invest this kind of attention, energy, and emotion into just anyone. If she does even half of these things, she's already emotionally attached, whether she admits it or not.